it's Kaipacha in lockdown with the weekly Pele report for July 29th. I'm going to try something a little different here. These are some pictures of the Smith River that's in Northern California. There's a couple of the Chetco River that's in Southern Oregon. It's from my buddy David Lovell up there. He's an amazing photographer. Check these babies out. So anyway, wow, what a week we've got going on here. Oh boy. You can see from the chart, Mercury opposes Jupiter tomorrow on Thursday, opposes Pluto on Saturday, opposes Saturn on Monday. Boom, boom, boom. Moon comes around through Sagittarius into Capricorn, conjuncting Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all through the week, and then comes into a full moon in Aquarius, 11 degrees, 46 minutes of Aquarius, opposite the sun. But what are they? Both square Uranus over there in Taurus. It's called a T-square. So I'm going to be talking about that. The other thing going on all week here is Jupiter conjunct the south node of Pluto at 19 degrees 57 minutes of Capricorn. You can't really see it in the chart, but last but not least, the sun is trine Chiron all week. It's exact on Friday, but that's it. Yeah, let me look at the camera and talk about what that all indicates.
Okay, I just gotta go for it, man. I don't know how this is gonna work. It's like really windy out here, so I put my phone inside of a box. Oh yeah. Maybe some of you haven't seen. This is. I have to say that this week is Sir Thomas Lesher with the weekly Pele report. This is the new me. The sun has gone into Leo. I had my birthday. I got my son at 0 degrees Leo. Was born right on the cusp there. And creative self-expression. New self-expression. New me. I got a new me happening. It's a rebirth day that I had. And it's particularly good now also because the full moon coming around in Aquarius. I mean, this is Aquarius. This is Uranus. You know, like Aquarius is lightning striking, sudden, extreme, sharp, clean, clear, precise, science, right? You know, Uranus, Aquarius, T-square, full moon, square, Uranus and Taurus. So this is a time, okay, this week is it's a real period where Uranus is revolution. Okay, I mean, it is a great awakening. I associate it with the third eye, visionary, revelation, new stuff happening. Okay, new ways of looking at things. That's what that is what the mantra is about this week. Okay, stepping outside the norm, outside the conventional, but it's also revolutionary. And when you get extreme revolutionary ideas and impulses combined with what I did not mention at the beginning is Mars. You can see Mars is slowly coming up to square Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter up there in Capricorn, Mars marching through Aries. It's at 17, 18, 19, bam. By next Tuesday, before the next Pele report, right, we will have Mars in square to Jupiter. And what's Mars in square to Jupiter? You got to look out for the 90-degree square of Mars-Jupiter as being what I call the aspect of too much. Too much. Even if it's a good thing, even too much of a good thing cannot be good anymore. So Mars in Aries is like too much adrenaline, too much like, yeah, charge, go, do it. Oh my God, rebel, protest, it's like, ay. Cut them up, chop them down, knock them out, okay? Now the wind comes up, it's going to blow the whole box away. Life is just not really cooperating on a lot of levels these days. You know what I'm talking about. It's a good thing. The other thing that's coming around, though, is Venus Venus is coming around to the north node of the moon by next Tuesday. Okay, she is also going to be conjunct the north node of the moon. And we do have the healing trine. In fact, like today, as I'm doing this report, the moon, the moon is up there in Sagittarius, trine the sun, trine Chiron. It's a grand trine, sun, moon, Chiron. So there is potential healing in all of this. Okay, what we get here is Mercury opposite, Mercury, and let's look at Mercury in Cancer. I want to talk about, communicate, maybe yell about, my feelings, my needs, my fears, my insecurities, like where's my next meal coming from? When are the restaurants going to open up again? That's Cancer. In the kitchen. I want to go out for some good, yummy food. And it's opposite. Okay, this Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn is, heavy government, heavy authorities, heavy police, big brother, or big World Health Organization, or big hospitals, or, it's external authority, kind of putting a massive, nobody's going anywhere kind of a thing going on. So, that opposition of Mercury, which is, not that far off of, the square to Mars, right? I mean, so, we got some challenging, to me, this is a week where things could really explode. Things can really go over the top, over the hill, some sudden unexpected bomb dropping, or some revelation, or some kind of, a viral video or some kind of thing, just like really shaking everything up. Now, in some ways, this is a good thing. In some ways, we need to be shook up, if we want to look at the divine intelligence in all of this. This is also a period of breakthrough. Yeah, breakthrough. Stepping outside the conventional, outside the norm. Maybe there's, a vaccine that comes. In fact, in Costa Rica, they have taken the plasma from people with COVID and, their blood plasma, shot it into horses, right? And then, brought it back, and it's like a cure. It's like a cure. They're sending it off to the U.S. for more tests. But besides a vaccine, we could actually just kind of have a like something that cures. So there is this potential latent. Where yes, there's going to be some new information, there's going to be some new revelation, and it's going to open some eyes. It's going to maybe open some ears, but it's going to disturb. Radical disruption is kind of the name of the game for this week. So it is a time where you just, kind of drink chamomile tea instead of espresso coffee. Try to keep your nervous system a little cooled down. And the other aspect that I want to point out is, as the sun moves through Leo, Leo rules hobbies. Like, it's not necessary to just like sit around and, sit on Facebook and social media and go into, look at the screen day in and day out. This is also a time where creative self-expression, it's like we find new aspects about ourselves, not just about science and the world and what's going on, with my business or my future, my reputation, but my inner world. This can also be a time, write a song, write a poem, paint a painting, sew a dress or some pants, or it's just like, silk screen a shirt. It's like, this is also a time where each and every one of us, can utilize, this time period to discover new aspects about ourselves, new talents, new creativities. Uranus and Taurus is new resources, new capacities, new sources of income. It's like, so, check it out, pick up a new instrument, start playing a new song, like do something, like get out of the box. I'm looking at this freaking box here, man. I've never done a Pele report in a box before. So I hope it works. I hope you're not getting too much wind noise. I've had people, complain about that. So anyway, let's wrap it up. It's a long mantra, but it's not that hard to memorize, really. It just kind of, it kind of flows, I think, a little bit. When I am confronted with what I think is wrong, sort of, my instinct is to counterattack, standing firm and strong. But if I can step outside the fray and observe what's going on, I can see the reason why and sing a whole new song. This has to do with kind of, astrology in general. I don't want to say that it's fatalistic, but we have a very powerful unconscious. And then on top of our own personal unconscious, we have a collective unconscious and a divine intelligence. And, this is just like, there are many things occurring. I don't believe in accidents. Astrology, there's no accidents. You look back, okay, on past life events, on what has happened in your life. You correlate them with the transits of where all the planets were at the time of the event. And it's like, hello, you could see. Hindsight's 2020. It's like, oh my God, look at that. That was Uranus opposite Uranus, and that was Saturn on top of Saturn, and that would, and of course, that happened and that happened. So there's it's not about coincidence. It's about unconscious spiritual soul waking up our ego, waking up our conscious self to unconscious needs and to collective conscious needs. This is the expansion of consciousness, is becoming conscious of the unconscious. The planet Uranus is the personal unconscious. So when it is in this, aspect of a T-square with that full moon, this is a time of, becoming aware of our unconscious attributes, needs, talents, gifts, karma, whatever you want to call it. But this is just like a real awakening. This is a very powerful awakening of our, and it can be a positive awakening. It's disruptive. Uranus also rules trauma, sudden shocking events. Okay, very often our unconscious is projected outside of ourselves, and we experience it as happening to us. Okay, but what we want to understand is that our unconscious is actually super powerful in creating confrontation. Okay, creating, maybe people attacking us or something. It's like, okay, you know what? It's like we can point fingers. And in the old paradigm and Saturn, in the world of polarity, okay, it's me and you. But when we step into the fifth dimension, when we expand our consciousness into a spiritual awakening, it's not me and you. Okay? This person is just a mirror of something I need to see, something I need to learn, something I need to just, understand. That's what the mantra is about. Using our life experience as a tool of understanding ourselves and all of creation. Yeah, baby. Ow! So we want to use this week, okay, instead of like throwing bombs and fireworks and hurting each other, we can actually, and this is step out, step outside, step back. This is Aquarius. This is Uranus, that third eye, the observer, the witness. and kind of look down from our UFO upon planet Earth and upon our earthly existence and understand from a wider, bigger, broader perspective what is going on and why. That's the big one. Why? Why? It's great when you figure out why. You know, it's like, why did that happen? Or why did that, why did that person hit me or hate me or whatever, and it's like, well, yeah, and then when you get, why, it's like, you can relax, right? When you know why something is happening, you can relax. Why COVID? Why die? I mean, it's like, this can bring, peace. Understanding brings peace. Uh-oh. My neighbor's driving by. I'm signing off. Namaste. Aloha. Oh, I'm going to say it one more time. All right, ready? When I am confronted with what I consider wrong, my instinct is to counterattack and stand firm and strong. But if I can step outside the fray to observe what's going on, I can see the reason why and sing a whole new song. Namaste, aloha, so much love.